brothers, ladies, we got to start telling the truth. We got to. To ourselves, to others, we have to be very cordial. Otherwise, things get out of whack. I'm going to explain to you guys from my experience and things I've experienced from others as well, like knowing their experiences, what women think when all of a sudden you stop caring, you stop putting in the effort, you become kind of dry and everything just fizzles out. The first thing all women think, I kid you not, the first thing that these girls resort to is they're not pretty enough. That's the first thing they think. The first thing. And they scramble and they're like, they just panic. Like maybe not 100 out of 100 girls think this way. Some might just think something different, but I'm telling you, man, from what I've seen, this happens and they think that way, and man, it's literally never that. It's never that. You could be talking to some of the prettier girls. She's got that department down pat. She's good looking. But there's a whole lot of other things that ain't right. That is why you stopped talking to her in the first place. That's why you stopped caring. You became dry because you started to figure out who she is and you're just not interested. Like, you know yourself as a man, you're not going to change her. You can't change her. You can't even tell her what's wrong because all hell's going to break loose. She's not going to accept the things you're saying, and she's not going to change. So you just don't. But this is what, I've told some women the truth before, and they don't take it well. They never do. Like, I don't know. No man that's worth a damn is going to commit to a female who's committed to other things that are bad. If you're committed to other things, that's not politically right. Do you think that guy's going to take you seriously? And I'm telling you, bro, she could be doing so many things that's wrong. You become dry, you become distant, you become, you just don't really want her. Like, you're at the end of it. You're good. And you even do this to make her clue in, like, you're going to have to win me over. You can't, you don't just get me. Like, you don't just get whatever man you want just because when you're doing a whole bunch of stuff that's not even right. It's not going to happen. No man that's worth a damn is going to commit to that. Nobody. And the first thing even these prettier girls resort to is, oh my God, I'm not good looking enough. He must be dealing with other girls that's even better than me. Oh my God. And they're just scrambling, but it's not even what's wrong. It's everything else but your looks. Literally. But in their mind, it's like confused and they think what they're doing is acceptable. It's completely unacceptable. And this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, we have to be so much more real with the people we're dealing with. Like, it's just the way it's going to have to be going forward. No matter what kind of responses you get. I know I'm moving forward that way. I'm looking to not waste any time. It's going to be what it's going to be. You might lose some, you might not. Like, your honesty might pull through one day. Like, you just never know. But I'm telling you, bro, the first thing these girls resort to is they're not pretty enough. and they're scrambling at the bit. They'll go straight to social media. They'll wear their best outfits. They'll put on their best makeup. They'll do the best job possible. They'll put on a show and make it look like they're not phased. And they'll just put on a whole show, bro. They all do it when they don't feel good enough. I'm telling you, bro, it's what they do. Like, we're not talking one post. They're going berserk. They're going to post a barrage of posts, and they're just like, that's their way. That's their way of coping. They're going to try to make themselves feel as pretty as possible to everybody else besides yourself, and even really yourself too. Like, look, I'm pretty, and she's like panicking when she's doing things, and you can see it through her. You can see it in her energy, like something's just not right. Something ain't right. But what she fails to realize is it's not even her looks to begin with. You're already good looking enough. If I was talking to you on a serious note, or some other guy was talking to you on a serious note, you were already good looking enough. That's not what needed to be fixed. Could you improve a little bit? Maybe. That wasn't the factor that made us be more distant from you. Any man of value is not going to put up with anything like that. None. And to be quite honest, most women ain't used to dealing with just every man that has extreme value. They're actually, and this is the thing too, guys, they're used to dealing with guys like cookie cutter guys that'll never tell them nothing. That'll just hype them up and say everything that's good about them, but yet they got a bunch of red flags and they never say nothing about it. That's garbage. She's not going to be used to you when she deals with you. She's going to think it's her looks because she's used to everyone praising her for her looks. Everyone putting her on the pedestal because of her looks. And when she meets her maker, which is yourself, things go south. Like real quick. Because she don't know how to act, bro. She don't know how to be. Something's seriously wrong, you know. Something's off. Something's off. And it's not her looks. That's the thing. It's not her looks. That's off. And in this case, they're never able to fix the problem. How can you fix the problem when you think the problem is something that's not even the problem? Your looks ain't the problem. You have to fix the real problem, which is the things you're doing. That's a huge red flag. When women are committed to other things that aren't good, she's committed to girls' trips. She's committed to nights out all the time. She's committed to drinking too much. She's committed to just not good things. That's going to bring down the life of a man of value. That's facts. No man of value is going to commit to a female who's committed to other things like that. Ever. It's never going to happen. Ever. You don't look at her seriously. You look at her like a recreational use only. That's how you view her. Like you can't view her as like an angel that was sent from heaven for you. Like you can't view her that way. You can't view her as innocent. You can't view her as long-term material because she's showing you things that state otherwise. And any man of value that has any value whatsoever is going to see this very, very quickly. And some of these girls, bro, they can't figure out why. They don't know why you're not chasing them. What is wrong with me? They think it's their looks. They think it's their looks. It's not your looks. You have that part on point, all right? You got that going for you. As for the other things, you don't got it going for you whatsoever. You're all over the place. These girls are wanting long-term commitment. They have the mindset of long-term, but you're doing those things. Something is not adding up. Something's not adding up. 2 + 2 don't equal 4 here. Something is wrong. Seriously. The second you actually tell them anything about what they're doing, oh, I can't do this no more. I can't do that no more. That's controlling. That's this, that's that. I mean, any man of value had to give up so much and sacrifice so much to be who he even is today. So you can't sacrifice for a man of value? Because the sacrifices as a woman you're going to make, the sacrifice as in not being a 304, not going out on these crazy extravagant trips and adventures, and you're with guys and overseas in different places and no one knows what you're doing. Like, how can you commit to a girl like this? You can't. You cannot do it, guys. You can't do it. She's out every weekend. She's doing crazy things all the time. She's not wife material. She's not. Like, as a man, you can't even view her that way if you even tried. You just know the answer from her actions. There's actually legitimate females out there who set their goal on long-term relationships. She ain't doing those things. She actually wants it. Not just saying she wants it and is doing everything else to be single. She's actually setting her intentions to do it. She's putting herself in a position to earn it. These single girls today, bro, delusional. It makes no sense. They want their cake. They want to eat yours too. They just want it all. They want the best guy, but they want to do all these things. And like, bro, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. You don't become a top tier male on earth by going out every weekend, but I want success too. I'm here doing lines of cocaine at 4 a.m., but I want to be successful one day, bro. It don't work that way. You have to stay sober. You have to stay driven. You have to be locked in on your path and purpose. There's a certain sacrifice it takes. Anything good, it's not going to be easy. To lock down any man of value, it's not going to be easy. In fact, in my opinion, it actually is easy. But it seems like women today, it's not easy for them because they want to do things that is crazy, bro. Like crazy things. But they want that too. But they want to do the crazy things, but they want that thing of value too. It doesn't work that way. You will never in your life, ever, God will never give you what you don't deserve. And you have to know this, and you have to know it deeply. Every man and woman watching this video, you have to know this deeply. God will never gift you what you don't deserve. All the things you've done is going to show up in your future. For the good, the bad, the ugly, the in-between, doesn't matter. You will get in the end what you deserve. All the things you've done, it's going to show up. It's going to show up. You can't hide what you've done. All that sneaky stuff you've done, it's going to show up. And that's the thing. No one really realizes this. Women oftentimes don't realize no bit of truth until they actually hit the wall and experience now how they get treated by men. And it's not good. And I'm not saying this to be a dick. I'm saying it because it's facts and it's the truth. Just look what happens, bro. You play your cards incorrectly, you pay the price. It don't matter if you're a man or a woman or a dog. If you're a dog and you want to bite the newborn baby, you're going to pay the price. You're going to get put down. If you're a woman and you want to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff and you had many opportunities to live a great life with a great man, you've had many opportunities, but wasn't good enough, wasn't good enough because you wanted so much more of the other stuff. And you know what the other stuff is. You know what it is. You know it. You know it. You know what it is. Too greedy. Too greedy. And when you get too greedy, God don't reward it. You get punished for being too greedy. You start to suffer from everything you want. You start to suffer because you're not going to touch it. You're not going to get it. Because you paid a price you shouldn't have paid. You done things you shouldn't have done, and you have to accept it. Like I'm telling you, man, the delusion in this world today is terrifying. It's terrifying, bro. People who live in reality, people who do the right things get rewarded. And you see it time and time again. You see them out there in the world. You hear their backstories. It's a lot of pain, but they sacrificed. They did the right things even in times of pain. They paid the price. The price they wanted to pay, they paid it. And you get to earn what you want from doing the things you didn't really want to do, but you did them anyway. You're never going to get a reward for doing things you just want to do all the time. You don't. You don't do those things, and you do what's necessary. That's what you do. So many of these hot younger women, bro, they have so many chances with very good men. And they ruin it. And they ruin it. And they ruin it. They think it's still going to be there. Little do they know, they're getting worse and worse and worse, and their value is depreciating. While your value as a man is going up, you're not going in the same direction. They're going to be far out of your league. You're coming down. That is where you're going. I'm not saying this to be a dick. I'm saying it because it's true. These types of women. Like, you got to play your cards correctly. This isn't a bias video. Every woman and man, every man and woman has to play their cards correctly. How can people not understand this? You pay a price when you don't. Like, it's not my opinion. It's what happens in the world. But, I'm not pretty enough. You are. You got the looks on your side. It's everything else that you're not. But nobody ever told them different. Nobody ever did. And that's their issue. They're surrounded by their little girlfriends. They're surrounded by bad people. Bro, I've been in talking stages with some girls before, and I told them straight up, you need to be surrounded by better people. That's what you need. You have potential. You have a lot of potential, but basically told her you're not there yet. You're just not there. You're actually going in the wrong direction. And what does she do? She don't want to keep listening. She don't want to keep knowing why. She's not curious. She just sends a picture like shocked. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you would say that. Like, why? Because no one else said it? Well, here you are. I said it. What are you going to do about it? You going to make a good change? You have a good dude right in front of you. You going to change? Or are you going to keep going down that path? Because we will see what happens in due time. Young lady, you better wake up. You better start making the right decisions quick. Because time's ticking. Time's ticking. What you going to do? What you going to do? These are truths. Oftentimes, people in general don't realize in life. They just want to live Delulu, 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 Delululand, Delululand. Why not right here? In the thick of things in real life, because this is real mother in life. And almost nobody wants to live in it, but guess what? I do. Because there's things I want and I'm going to pay a price. And so shouldn't all of you. Don't be stupid. Don't live a dumb life. Think before you do things. Please, guys. Please do it. Don't be like the rest. Do not be like the rest. Become the best that you can be by being in reality. You will thank yourself later. And With that being said, God willing, God bless. I'll see y'all at the top.